All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but you guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about Pepe itself, see what is happening with the price of Pepe, and of course, what is yet to come. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Today, February 28th, second last day of the month of February, we're already 2 months into the year of 2024 and about 2 months away for the Bitcoin halving to take place. And today, guys, arguably is the biggest day in the crypto space because of what Bitcoin has done. Since, of course, the last cycle, we've seen the price of Bitcoin breaking out of key resistance level. And this is sending shockwaves and reminder as to how massive the catalyst of ETF really is. We're seeing massive amounts of Wall Street money coming into Bitcoin, and the fact that Bitcoin has already reached the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level prior to the Bitcoin halving speaks for itself. And this really gives us an indication as to what we could be expecting. We've been hearing the term that this will be the biggest bull run ever, because of course Wall Street regulation is coming into cryptocurrency. So so far it's seeming like that could be the thing. We're looking at Bitcoin up 7.8%, altcoins absolutely killing it. If you guys need a quick reminder, look at it on the monthly time frame. Pretty much every altcoin you can think of is up, and as well as on the weekly time frame. But as far as Pepe is concerned, it's up an additional 18.2%. So exactly what I projected yesterday in the update did end up happening, because we saw that daily candle close above a yearly high, and on top of that, Bitcoin price moved today, and that really helped Pepe push towards more heights. So yeah, let's take it a step further, see what is happening. Before I get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So if we're looking at the price itself, it's currently sitting at 31.54, still about 5 zeros in front of the price. We're up 15% in all three comparatives, Bitcoin, USD, and Ethereum comparatives. The current rank for Pepe is at that top 73 spot, with the market cap currently sitting at $1.3 billion. Now, if we're looking at its 24-hour trading volume, it's at $2 billion. So it's way more than its it's way more than its market valuation. Why is that the case? Because, of course, right now, momentum is definitely on its side. A lot of people are excited. And, of course, when you tend to see moves like Pepe has been making, you do tend to see that FOMO effect play in. And as I've said to you guys before, there is also a short squeeze occurring right now. I'm very confident on that, and I think that is pushing the price of Pepe even higher, and it could take it towards all-time highs, sooner than everyone thinks. So, these are some factors we need to keep in mind. But let's start off with Bitcoin. So before I, analyze the charts of BTC, we want to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance has been skyrocketing lately, and again, this should not be a surprise at all. We're seeing BTC, the largest asset in the cryptocurrency market, up a staggering 10% on the daily time frame. And of course, Bitcoin dominance is going to skyrocket because people are going to shift their altcoin profit back into, BTC, because thinking Bitcoin is going to continue towards this upside. But speaking about BTC, guys, let's look at what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin made its way up to $64,000, and we broke out of that key resistance at 60K, a psychological resistance as well. And the price of Bitcoin pushed back above 60K, without having any troubles whatsoever. And this is telling us, massive amounts of money from the institutional side of things is flowing into BTC. We've seen the ETF volume absolutely skyrocket. We're seeing billions of dollars flowing into the crypto space right now, and especially Bitcoin itself, because a lot of people, in the traditional world, are wanting to have exposure in their portfolio for crypto assets as well, such as Bitcoin. And this is going to open up other assets to have their own ETFs, and it's just a matter of time when we see that. But this should really paint a picture as to what's going on. And remember that sideways momentum that we were seeing for about 2 weeks, from February 14th all the way till February 27th, which is just like yesterday. we were seeing a lot of bullish momentum at that key resistance. And I was talking about that, once we get back into the 23.6, I really think the fireworks can begin. But let me be quite frank with you guys. I did not expect the price of Bitcoin to push back above 60K that easily. I thought, this momentum would come in our way, but, surprise, surprise. And now if you want to be looking at Bitcoin's overall all-time high, we're about like 12.3% away from its all-time high. So now, in about 20 more minutes, we're about to close the daily candle. And if the price of Bitcoin, is able to close its daily candle above the 60K resistance, obviously now it's support, that is going to be the most bullish thing anyone can ask for. So of course, now if we're shifting our focus towards Pepe, Pepe, seems to have no, levels of stopping or slowing down. We're seeing from yesterday's daily candle close, we saw the price of Pepe go up an additional 40%. And exactly at that same level of support I spoke about to you guys yesterday, is being, a support for us right now. I'm sorry, resistance. This resistance was around where we're currently sitting at, and that exact same resistance is playing as a level of support after we're seeing Pepe seeing a little bit of a minor pullback. And yes, guys, I'm sticking with my overall, prediction. What I'm thinking is a short squeeze is definitely occurring. I saw a bunch of people on Twitter complaining that they got liquidated. And why is that the case? Because, as more and more people think, Pepe's price is overinflated, more and more shorts are going to start piling up. And what happens, short squeeze can occur. And I think we are seeing that happening right in front of our eyes right now. Because if you're looking at the price of Pepe from February 22nd to today's price, this thing is up 208%. A staggering 208%. And, as I've said to you guys in my earlier updates, a bunch of big players probably saw Pepe not performing, and, they saw the opportunity of, especially, the market momentum switching up into the bullish territory. They saw, and great potential trade, and I think that's what happened, and that has been triggering this massive move. As far as the team goes, last tweet we saw from them was about 14 hours ago, so of course right now it's not even going to be a surprise that they're going to be super engaging. And of course if they keep this up, great, but remember right now we're in a bullish territory, we're in a bull market, believe it or not, and everything seems to be looking great, so I wouldn't be too excited on that. But if you are one of the investors in terms of Pepe that were picking up Pepe throughout the month of February, and you're up like 300%, locking in profits does not hurt, because remember there are big players that got in prior to this move. I'm very confident about that because we don't see these types of moves occurring that fast. There's initially a massive trigger that causes that, and I think a bunch of whales try to pump up the price, but we're going to take it one step at a time. At this rate, like I've said to you guys yesterday, I still think, if the price of Pepe now is able to close its daily candle in the next 20 minutes around this range, I think we're off to new all-time highs. And speaking about all-time highs, that's a move of about 37.5% from the current price levels. And I think, honestly, that is not, unrealistic target to be, calling out for. But again, one step at a time. If you're thinking of getting in Pepe after it has pumped up this much, you need to realize what Pepe really is all about. I'm not going to be doing the due diligence for you. You guys need to do your due diligence and research on your own, and of course realize the risk involved in investing into meme coins, because at the end of the day this is a meme coin without any utility, and of course it's based off of supply and demand and speculation. So, this is where you need to do your own due diligence. And, my overall strategy for meme coins is, if I like a certain meme coin, I've done my due diligence and research, and I actually want to get exposure to that project itself. What I usually do is, let's say, for example, I'm okay to invest $100, right? And that I'm completely okay if I were to lose it. What I would do is I would invest even half of what I'm available to lose. That is what I do, but again, everyone has their own ways. But I would definitely not recommend people to put their life savings into crypto. Absolutely not. If you are doing that and you can't keep track, then you know that you're doing something wrong. So again, that's just a quick reminder for everyone, but at the end of the day, people do whatever they want. But yeah, that is it for today's update. Let me know down below what you guys think, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.